Almanac is predicting a brutal winter. We've already seen evidence of that this month. You've got to make sure your car's ready. And who knows cars better than a NASCAR analyst and former crew chief? Larry McReynolds has 4 decades of experience in the business with more than 20 wins with drivers like Dale Earnhardt and Davey, Allison. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning, Mary. How are you?
Hey, we're doing great. I'm glad to have a few minutes with you this morning. Preventative measures, I think, are probably the smartest place to start because we'd rather avoid getting in a pickle. So what can we do to make sure our cars are ready for winter?
Yeah, I think it's safe to say winter is here, especially in Omaha. And let's kind of start with the radiator fluid. We have to protect it against cold weather. I recommend the Prestone 50/50 antifreeze and radiator coolant. It's pre-mixed, it's diluted, it's ready to pour in, ready to use. And I know, Mary, something that I take for granted on my own vehicle are the wiper blades. If they're starting to skip or streak, right now, before the weather gets worse, change those wiper blades. And really a good schedule for the wiper blades is just automatically change them every 6 months. You need to raise the hood. You need to look at the connections at the battery. If you're starting to see that some of that corrosion, that can hurt the cranking of the car. All you have to do is take a steel brush and just clean that corrosion. You'll be good to go. And as the weather gets colder, the oil in the engine gets thicker. You need to really pay close attention to the proper oil for every oil change. And I somewhat like, especially for winter, the Formula Shell 10W30 engine oil.
Yeah, I think with that, back to wipers, to me that can be a safety issue when you start affecting visibility. Tires can also speak to safety, so what do we need to know there?
Yeah, a lot like the engine oil, as the temps get colder and starts to drop, the air pressure in the tires start to drop as well. A good rule of thumb is for every decrease in temperature of 10 degrees, you're going to lose about a pound of air in the tires. Now, you can open the door jamb and it will show you the recommended inflation of the pressure in your tires. And something else you can purchase at Home Depot is the Husky digital tire gauge, and it has the lighted display and everything made by Husky, sold at Home Depot, a lifetime guarantee. Another little bit of insurance year-round that you can keep in your trunk, and you can kind of do it yourself, is that aerosol roadside fix-a-flat. That way, if you have a tire that's really low, use the fix-a-flat. It'll at least get you to the repair shop.
Hey, I'm putting that digital deal in my stocking and my husband's this year. That's a whole lot better than the thing with the that little deal in the middle that just shoots out and the print's so fine you're trying to read it. That's no good, especially when it's dark out. What should we have? Because sometimes we think about having emergency kits in the car in case things go sideways when we're on the road. What do you recommend in that case?
Well, let's first talk about some things like the fix-a-flat that you should keep in the trunk of your car year-round. A set of jumper cables, maybe like the Orion emergency kit that has things like cable ties, duct tape, a first aid kit. It has flares. It has a bright safety vest in case you're broke down right near the edge of the road. You always want to have a flashlight, and always keep some Duracell quantum batteries as an addition, because the flashlight won't come on, you've got the additional batteries. But as far as winter, being stranded, broke down, or stuck maybe in ice or snow, maybe have a small board in the trunk. That way you maybe can get some traction to get yourself out. You want to have things like some water, some snacks, some gloves, and even a blanket to wrap up until maybe somebody can come and rescue you.
Well, and for parents with new drivers to be able to use this time of year to talk to them about those same things so that they're in good shape as well. You mentioned Home Depot a little bit ago, Larry. Is that the best place to go for everything you've shown us here? Where would you send our viewers, either in person or online?
Yeah, for more information, you can go to homedepot.com, but while you're shopping at Home Depot for your home, maybe for the holidays or maybe to winterize your home, everything we've talked about, Mary, is available right there at Home Depot. So I guess you could say it's like one-stop shopping for everything.
Hey, there's about 2 stoplights between me and a Home Depot. I know those folks well there, Larry. Thanks for joining us today. It's nice to see you.
Thank you, and happy holidays.
You too. Mike, over to you.
Thank you, Mary. Today on social media.